Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We have with us Mr. Ahmed Hussen as a Member of Parliament from York South West Etobicoke. Mr. Hussen, welcome you in Toronto 360 TV.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so first everybody is very curious about that. What magic Prime Minister Mark Carney did that before 3 months ago the situation was very different. What happened?
Well, look, I mean, I think polls go up and down, and that's natural. But I always believe that as you get closer and closer to the elections, prior to the campaign, people get polled and everything, but the opinions are not as solidified, and people are not paying as much attention. And as you get closer to the campaign, and especially during the campaign, folks start to really think about their decision. And I think the closer they look at Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives, they realize that these folks are not in it for them, and that their plan and their programs are not really addressing their concerns. I mean, you see a lot of slogans, a lot of nice clips, but not a lot of substance. And I think that I hope that our plan to really continue to have the backs of Canadians, invest in people, invest in communities, invest in our Canadian armed forces, invest in our infrastructure. I think those are the kinds of things that I'm hopeful will get support from Canadians.
And maybe the people want to change, the face change, like 10 years, Prime Minister was Justin Trudeau, and that maybe they were thinking that the face change changed everything?
Well, look, I mean, I like to think of it as a choice between a political party that is investing in Canadians, a political party that believes in being there for seniors, for young families, for youth, and investing in communities through infrastructure, and the Conservatives who believe in cutting their way to growth.
Okay.
That's the fundamental philosophical difference in approach. We believe in investing in Canadians so that we can grow our economy, spend less on government, invest more in Canadians and Canada. They believe in cutting their way to growth, but those cuts will be disproportionately felt by seniors, by young people, by young families.
Okay.
And that trickle-down economic approach has never worked.
Okay. So we discussed a little bit about the past. So what do you see as your biggest achievement in the past, and what do you think you could have done better?
Well, we've done a lot. I would say one of the things that comes to mind as the biggest achievement of our political party is $10 a day childcare. That program is now real. It's across the country, and it's saving families tens of thousands of dollars every year. That's tens of thousands of dollars every year going back into the pockets of Canadian families. Canada Child Benefit lifted hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty. That's a real legacy piece for our party. It shows that we made the right call to tackle child poverty, help Canadian families. And our investments on housing, investments in infrastructure, they have enabled us to really be there for Canadians. And then if you look at our environmental program, ensuring that environmental policies and our action on climate were also paying economic dividends. You're seeing a lot of investment in recent years in our green economy from foreign investors. They were coming because we set up that ecosystem by investing in clean energy and clean technology. I think those are some of the highlights.
But the main two issues are very important in the past in decades. Government, this housing and the immigration.
Yes.
So still, Canadians are struggling with the housing thing. So do you have any new ideas for that? Because this talk is a lot of talk.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's not just talk. We have a strong foundation to build up on. We are the party that introduced the National Housing Strategy, got the federal government back into the housing business. But now we're building on that strong foundation. We've presented our ambitious and innovative housing plan. It's putting on the table $35 billion to tackle housing challenges faced by Canadians. Among that, $25 billion will be used for financing, available for innovations like prefabricated homes and modular homes, cutting development charges in half, for those communities and municipalities that demonstrate a willingness to put more multi-unit residential houses. Creating a new entity called Build Canada Homes, which will get the federal government back into building housing like we did after the Second World War. And really putting more housing into the hands of more first-time home buyers by eliminating the GST on new first-time home buyers, new homes that are $1 million or less. That's going to make a significant difference in the ability of first-time home buyers to buy their first home. So in addition to that, we're committing to add 500,000 new residential units, new homes every year. So it's very ambitious, very innovative, and putting money on the table.
And what about the immigration policy? I think the federal government's, the liberal government's, the immigration policy, I think it's a backlash with the, if you see about the last 2-3 years, there's a lot of people are here, no job, nothing.
So I think that, first of all, it's clear to the majority of Canadians that immigration is a net positive for our country. Immigrants create jobs and enable us to grow our economy by filling labor market shortages. However, we did recognize in recent years that the rate of temporary immigrants had increased. There was a need for those shortages to be filled during COVID, but after that, some of those measures had to be reduced in order to deal with the increase in temporary immigration. The permanent immigration streams are working very well, and Canada continues to attract the best and the brightest from around the world. On the temporary side, we had to take measures to reduce the numbers, to take into account the changed circumstances.
So I already asked you the question,
yes,
but even though you have held several ministerial jobs, like in the immigration, in
yes,
the housing, and the critic says that there have been more talk than the action.
Yeah.
So how do you respond to that?
Well, I mean, I would ask them to look at the track record we've had, look at the national housing strategy, record investments to unlock more affordable housing in this country. I think that is, I mean, that is a real tangible difference we've made in this country in terms of having a very activist federal government that's building affordable housing, the Rapid Housing Initiative, the Housing Accelerator Fund, which is providing, as we speak, revenue to cities and municipalities across the country, small and large, to build more homes, unlock more supply, and including regular housing, rental units, but also affordable homes. We're the party that eliminated GST, and then the provinces joined us. So together we've eliminated HST on purposely built rental buildings.
Okay.
Again, that's going to enable more rental units to come online. All of those things that we've done cannot be described as talk. I mean, these are real tangible differences. The Rapid Housing Initiative has built tens of thousands of rapidly built housing units across the country. I've seen those projects being completed. I've seen people move into those homes. So I would disagree that it's been talk. No, there's been a lot of action. That's one. On immigration, if you look at the Atlantic Immigration Program, which was a pilot program when I was minister, now it's a full program. We kept it because it has transformed Atlantic Canada. The Rural Immigration Program, the Municipal Nominee Program, even the Express Entry, we've improved it. If you look at the additional draws that we introduced in Express Entry, it's targeting people who are coming to help us build homes and healthcare workers. Those two industries that had a severe labor market shortage. We added more draws to the Express Entry, and that system is working really well. The provincial nominee programs, they're working very well. In fact, the provinces are always telling the federal government we need more spaces because it's working really well. Yes, there's some challenges. There were some challenges on the temporary side, including international students. But even there, we had warned the provinces to take action to deal with some of the abuses of the system and the lack of action. And we said, look, if you don't take action, we will take action. So the Liberal Party in government is the party that took action. We cut the quota for the international students so that the system can recover. So yes, there has been some challenges on the temporary side, but the permanent immigration streams are working extremely well.
Okay.
And Canada is actually the envy of the world. When you look at the ability of Canada to attract the best and the brightest and fill those jobs, we do very well with our system.
Okay, during the election campaign, the leaders make a lot of promises. So, if re-elected, if the Liberal government re-elected, what would be the top 3 priorities of the government, and how fast they will do it? Well, like the next 6 months, what they will do if they re-elect?
Well, first of all, future action. If you want to know whether we can keep promises, look at our past actions.
Okay.
Look at our ability to get big things done. I mean, $10 a day childcare is not a small program. It's a very ambitious program. And we got the job done. Canada Child Benefit, the National Housing Strategy, dental care. The Canadian Dental Care Plan today has benefited over 2 million Canadians who now have access to a dentist because of what we've done. So we've been able to achieve big things for Canadians. And so you can count, Canadians can count on the Liberal Party of Canada and under the leadership of Mark Carney to get big things done for them. Now, you asked me what are our priorities. One is, of course, our economy.
Okay.
We are facing the biggest threat to our economy that we've ever seen from President Donald Trump. We have to protect our economy, diversify our markets for Canadian goods and services, have more access to those global markets, build our alliances, and if necessary, retaliate against these unjustified and unnecessary tariffs. And every single dollar that we collect from those tariffs will go to those workers who are affected by these unjustified tariffs. So it's about investing in our people, $15,000 credit to anyone who wants to pursue a second career or get a new skill, investing in our Canadian Armed Forces, investing in housing through the housing plan that I just explained, and making sure that we grow our economy by getting rid of inter-provincial trade barriers, something that the Liberals were already doing before the election.
So what about the crimes and gun control and safety of
Well,
people?
look, I mean, I think you would agree with me that, and this is where the Conservatives lose credibility. They say they're tough on crime, but they're soft on guns. You can't be tough on crime if you're not willing to be tough on guns. We, the Liberal Party in power, in government, has removed from our streets military-style assault rifles. The Conservatives opposed us. They don't believe that we should remove weapons like the AR-15 that are designed to kill as many people as possible in the shortest amount of time. They wouldn't ban those weapons. They're against that. So how can they say that they're against crime when they're not prepared to be tough on guns? We are taking action, and we'll continue to do so. In addition to that, we're providing more funding to local governments to hire more police officers, secure our border by providing more support to the Canada Border Services Agency. When the last Conservative government was in power, they cut $400 million, close to $400 million from CBSA.
Okay.
And CBSA is the one that we rely on to keep guns from coming into Canada. So how can they credibly talk about being tough on crime when they don't want to be tough on guns? We have been tough on guns. We'll continue to be tough on military-style assault guns, and we'll continue to invest in law enforcement, but also fight the causes of crime, making sure that there are services for young people, jobs, community programs. And that's where the investments in community infrastructure come in.
No, but there should be some bail reforms, because there's a lot of people, they got sentenced and then they get out from the jails.
Well, first of all, that's where, again, there's a lot of misinformation going on.
Okay.
We have instituted bail reform. We have, in fact, toughened the penalties for certain offenses, certain serious offenses. However, overcrowding in provincial jails is under the province. the case management in the Ontario Court of Justice, for example, is under the provincial government. This issue is a shared responsibility. Yes, the federal government is responsible for federal policing as well as the Criminal Code of Canada, but there are elements of the system at the provincial level, the backlogs in the courts, the backlogs in the bail hearings, the backlog and the overcrowding in the prisons. All of those things are under the responsibility of the province. So we have to continue to work together. The federal government is doing its part. As I said, we've strengthened CBSA. Here in Peel region, we inaugurated scanners to detect stolen vehicles inside containers. We have stiffened and increased penalties for certain crimes. And as I said, we're prepared to fund more police officers on the street in as many communities as possible across this country.
So, did President Trump's tariff policy impacted on the Canadian election, or it favors the Liberal Party?
Look, I mean, what I would say is that, look, this is a threat to our economy. President Trump's unjustified tariffs and measures and rhetoric, quite frankly, it poses a significant threat to our economy. And what we are saying to Canadians is that we are the party, the Liberal Party of Canada is the only party that has the proven leadership under Mark Carney, someone who has managed 2 G7 economies, proven track record of expertise to help Canada navigate through this very difficult period. And we have the plan to do that. How? By responding very vigorously, investing in our national defense, and eliminating interprovincial trade barriers so that we can have more trade and prosperity within Canada. Eliminating interprovincial trade barriers will add an additional $200 billion into our GDP. It's very significant.
Okay, the last, and how you are engaging the younger voters and new immigrants, because I think they feel that they're not in the system. So, are you have any plan for that?
I think you're absolutely right. We have to continue to engage all demographics, but for young people and newcomers, it's pointing out to our policies. I mean, we are the party that has always prioritized integration of newcomers, providing real and robust services for settlement and integration. The Conservatives cut those community services. So if I'm a newcomer, I wouldn't trust them to make sure that they're there for me. Same with young people. If you look at the measures we took to eliminate interest on Canada student loans, our investments in infrastructure and on housing, on first-time home buyers, when it comes to young people, I think I'm hopeful that they will look at our past track record, but also our future plans and say, it's the Liberal Party of Canada that has the best plan.
Last question. So, the promises the Prime Minister is making and the Liberal Party is making, how long it will take to implement those things?
There's different ones. I mean, but I'll give you an example of the breaking down of the interprovincial trade barriers. That work already began before even the election. So, that work has already started, and a re-elected Liberal government will speed up that process so that we can add another $200 billion to our economy and deliver more income for Canadians.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed Hussen. Thank you for your time and wish you very good luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We have with us Mr. Ahmed Hussen, Member of Parliament from York South-West Network. राह बेकर्स एंड स्वीट्स 60 साल से आपके हसीन लम्हों में शामिल, खुशियों से भरे मीठे जायके, नफासत और क्वालिटी में सबसे बेहतर, खालिस अज्जा से तैयार करदा मिठाई, केक्स, बिस्किट्स एंड स्नैक्स, वही ऑथेंटिक जायका और क्वालिटी पाकिस्तान से अब आपके शहर मिसिसागा में। कुछ मीठा, खुश नमकीन राहत बेकर्स। आज ही विजिट कीजिए 3920 Eglinton Avenue West, Unit 24, Mississauga. Call 905-820-1500 or visit rahatbakers.ca.
The law professionals at TM Law, providing professional services in the GTA in the areas of civil litigation, criminal defense, family matters, and real estate. Serving the community in English, Punjabi, Hindi, and Urdu. For more information, call Tahir Majid, barrister and solicitor at 647-838-4773, or you can visit tahirlaw.ca.
पूरा मन का सपना मेरा भी अब घर है अपना घर आपको अच्छा घर चाहिए
Then let Talha Bhatti serve you the best. 647-295-7861. Reconstruction projects, residential and commercial properties. Special packages for first-time home buyers. A member of dedicated real estate professional team. Talha Bhatti. 647-295-7861.
घर आपको अच्छा घर चाहिए
Then let Talha Bhatti serve you the best.
At Alam Law Firm, we believe that the most important element of every file we work on is indeed the clients themselves.
which has resulted in a proven track record of success.
Our battle-tested litigation lawyers stand tall in the face of adversity and challenging cases.
Our legal team comprises many legal professionals.
Every individual deserves dedicated legal representation.
For legal representation that will aggressively fight for your rights, contact Alum Law Firm today.
In today's economic times, you need a serious, experienced leader. Mark Carney and the Liberals have the experience and strength needed to stand up to Donald Trump and his tariffs. From canceling the carbon tax to creating new jobs, Mark Carney and the Liberals have the plan to help the middle class and make Canada the fastest growing economy in the G7. I'm Ruby Sahota, and I'm honored that you have allowed me to serve you. I'm once again asking you to put your trust in me and elect an experienced leader. On April 28th, vote Liberal, vote Ruby Sahota.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा में स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अलकरम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अलकरम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 Platinum Drive, Unit 99, Mississauga। या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अलकरम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Attention business owners and corporate professionals. Tired of taxes chipping away at your company's profit? Take control of your financial future with our revolutionary corporate insurance strategy that works like tax-free saving account with no limits. Say goodbye to over 50% tax on passive income and a hefty 66.7% capital gain inclusion rates. Don't let the taxman hold you back. Unlock the full potential of your corporate investments with the full liquidity today. Hello, this is Zahid Sayyeda Farouj Financial Group. To learn more, call us at 905-624-0008.
रोशन मुस्तकबिल और अपनों का साथ जन्नत से कम नहीं। आप भी कनाडा को अपना घर बना सकते हैं और अपनों को पास बुला सकते हैं। एक्सपीरियंस्ड एंड रेगुलेटेड इमिग्रेशन कंसल्टेंट शहबाज अकबर के साथ मास्टर ऑफ बिजनेस क्लास इमिग्रेशन, एक्सप्रेस एंट्री, स्किल क्लास इमिग्रेशन, रेफ्यूजी क्लेम्स एंड फैमिली स्पॉन्सरशिप्स। कॉल नाउ एट 416-855-9464. Green Star Immigration Solutions Canada.
Managing your own business can be a lot of work. A professional accountant always makes a difference. It's imperative that your accountant keeps your finances simple, accurate, and confidential. Audited? Need help? That's why we chose Scans Accountants. They make you feel at ease knowing you and your business are in good hands. Scans Accountants, team of professionals.
If you are looking for a reliable, professional, and affordable travel agency in your town, then your search is over. Global Travel and Tours is your personal travel partner. Our dedicated staff always ready to make your trip hassle-free, memorable, and cost-effective. We will assist you with hotel reservations, the transportation, visa assistance, and travel insurance. Please give us a call right now at 1-877-275-3555.
Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate, whether it be residential, commercial, or pre-construction, Arshad Bhatti and his team of professionals can help. We have guaranteed allocations in high-rise and low-rise pre-construction projects in and around the GTA. Call Arshad Bhatti at 416-300-5600. That's 416-300-5600 or register at arshadbhatti.com.
Did you know that staging your home can result in more than 7% return over the list price? Welcome to Sperona's Home Staging and Interior Design, where we transform your houses into dream homes. Our experts meticulously select each element to bring spaces to life, helping buyers envision their future and creating that emotional connection. We have our own transportation and logistical arrangements. No waiting on outside vendors. We ensure a quick turnaround to complete any project efficiently. Let us bring your space to life and help you achieve top dollars for your home, because it's not just about selling a property, it's about creating a future.
Are you planning on buying, selling, or investing in real estate and looking for a reliable real estate broker? Then look no further. Call Noma today. List your home and start packing. Honest, reliable, and a top negotiator. Give your attention to Noma. Over 10 years of Canadian real estate market experience. Invest in new construction projects with day one price. Call Noma Babur today at 647-962-0007.
Team Farhan, Mortgage Solutions designed for you. 15-year experience of mortgage services. Customized mortgage solutions as per your need. Commercial, residential, construction and agricultural mortgage. Our lowest mortgage rate.
Team Farhan को एक दफा खिदमत का जरूर मौका दीजिएगा. And this is my personal promise to you, you will not be disappointed.
At Team Farhan, we have a mortgage solution designed for you. 416-569-9294. TeamFarhan.com.
Dixie Electronics and Appliances is your #1 destination for electronics and appliances. Choose from TVs and home audio that will entertain your whole family, to home comfort essentials for your living space, and a wide selection of appliances to build your perfect kitchen. From selection to delivery, Dixie Electronics is everything you need. Price match guarantee and 0% financing available, all under one roof. Come today at 5120 Dixie Road, Mississauga, or visit the website at dixieelectronics.ca.
राहत बेकर्स एंड स्वीट्स 60 साल से आपके हसीन लम्हों में शामिल, खुशियों से भरे मीठे जायके, नफासत और क्वालिटी में सबसे बेहतर, खालिस अज्जा से तैयार करदा मिठाई, केक्स, बिस्किट्स एंड स्नैक्स, वही ऑथेंटिक जायका और क्वालिटी। पाकिस्तान से अब आपके शहर मिसिसागा में, कुछ मीठा कुछ नमकीन। राहत बेकर्स, आज ही विजिट कीजिए 3920 Eglinton Avenue West, Unit 24, Mississauga. Call 905-820-1500 or visit rahatbakers.ca.
You know, we were always trying how to get a house. Remember the Royal Financial Group flyer you gave me for the mortgage?
Oh yes, Shiraz Hussain, who did our mortgage too.
Yes, I actually went to their office. The staff was so professional. They're expert in their services. And you know what Shiraz said?
We have more than 100 lenders to help you to find our right qualified lenders and program for your purchase, refinancing, any of your commercial needs. At the Royal Financial Group, we deliver what we promise.
Royal Financial Group. Never put a limit on your dreams.
A criminal charge can be an ugly and nasty surprise. Don't let bad decisions or unfortunate circumstances take control of your life. The criminal lawyers at Alam Law Chambers will listen to your story and develop the best defense for you. Nothing in life is more important than your freedom. Reliable and affordable. Alam Law.
If you are looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Z Auto Center for your foreign and domestic vehicles. Our certified technicians have years of experience, special packages for Uber, Lyft, taxi, and driving school car safety inspection, winter, summer, and all-season tire packages available. Best selection of used cars for sale. We are family-owned and operated business located at 3670 St. Clair Avenue East, just east of Midland Avenue in Scarborough.